Hi, Tanushree. Thank you for joining us. And for our viewers, I would like to introduce Tanushree Hazarika. She is the director of the Brahmaputra Valley Film Festival, which is the biggest film festival in the northeast part of India. And this is very interesting because I have not spoken to film festival directors before. Like mostly on my channel, it's filmmakers and actors and producers, but it's very interesting and it will be very enlightening to talk to you because we also need to know what goes on behind the scenes when films are screened and how people interact, how people respond to different kinds of screenings. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this conversation. Welcome, Tanushree, once again.
Thank you, Basundara. And it's my pleasure to be part of your podcast. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to chatting with you today.
So, Tanushree, your background is very interesting because I checked you have a management degree, business management degree from the US, right? From Boston University, if I'm not wrong.
Correct.
And then you
Yes.
have been an entrepreneur in many different areas, and
Yes.
especially in media and digital marketing, if I
Correct.
understand correctly. So, what is it that made you, get drawn towards films and eventually, create a film festival? And I would like to know how everything started and how you got to doing what you are doing right now. How did it all start?
Sure. Yeah. So I lived in the US for 6 years. I got my management degree from there. And then I even worked for a couple of years in finance. And then I realized it was not my cup of tea. And I thought, let me get back to India, to Assam, and see, what next. And so that's how my entrepreneurial journey started. My first venture was a print magazine in the Northeast called the Eclectic Northeast, and that's how I got into media and marketing and communications. And after since then, I've just been enjoying that journey, especially because I think Northeast has been always so isolated, and so my whole idea was to getting into media was to bring about stories that are untold, whether it's about people, whether it's about places, whether it's about issues. So that was my first venture. Then I started my marketing and advertising agency, Tatva Creations, which has been working with various corporates and government across India. And then, so I was, dabbling into all this. And then I also started a digital news portal called East Mojo. It's one of the most credible news platforms currently in bringing about Northeast news. And in 2013, what had happened was, Brahmaputra Valley Film Festival. This is how the festival came about. It came about from pure passion and purpose. There was the lack of a platform in the Northeast for storytellers and filmmakers. A platform which had continuity, a platform which could give, connections, which could provide exposure. Because there are a lot of talented young storytellers, aspiring filmmakers, but uh, what happens is they might not have the means to travel outside of Northeast and attend a long festival and gain some knowledge and networking. So I saw the gap there, and there were friends from the filmmaking industry as well. My friend Rima Kakti in Bombay, and that's how, it was a conversation with her, and we discussed the gap and a medium and a platform in Northeast. And that's how we ventured with the first film festival in Guwahati, where we had people like Zoya, the Dibakar Banerjee, all of them come support the festival. We started a short film contest for Northeast filmmakers, and it has been doing well. So then the next couple of years, we wanted to focus on getting Indian independent filmmakers to show their stories. And that's how the festival grew. So I think a lot of people, think it's only for the Northeast filmmakers, but it's not. We celebrate, meaningful cinema from across the country. So whether it's from the South, whether it's Marathi movies, Bengali movies, of course, Assamese movies, Manipuri movies. So we have the entire palette.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, last year we finished our completed nine editions. And so, yeah, it has only grown bigger and better. What started only as a 2-day festival, now it pans across 4 days.
Hmm.
We have so many film submissions from across the country. We have workshops, we have master classes, we have a lot of talks. Then a lot of film personalities and industry stalwarts attend the festival as well. So we have the who's who of, Bollywood as well come down and interact with the local filmmakers, especially the younger ones. And so the love and appreciation that we get is like it just so fulfilling, and it just fills our heart that we are being able to do this
Hmm.
for the region and for the storytellers and the content creators over there.
Great. I mean, it's obviously a very incredible initiative, and especially I think the northeastern part of the country deserves more recognition in terms of filmmaking than it does, especially thanks to filmmakers like Rima Das and also other filmmakers from Assam who
Mhm.
have really pushed northeast filmmaking to the at least to the national platform and obviously to the global platform
Mhm.
as well with films like Village Rockstars or Amis or these kind of films. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Um,
So those filmmakers have already made their mark by getting national and international recognition.
yeah. And a platform like yours, it'll help obviously to make help more people come to the forefront because there is so much of talent that we still need to know about. But
Yes.
I'm just curious how difficult or how challenging it has been for you to create this kind of platform because people in order to support independent filmmaking they try to do a lot of things nowadays. Obviously, social media marketing is there,
Mm.
like people like me who interact with filmmakers who are independent filmmakers mostly and try to promote their work, or there are people coming up with different online platforms to host independent films. But film festival is something really huge that you have to be on site and take care of things. You cannot just do it remotely also. So
Exactly.
I'm sure your contacts have also helped, like you said you knew Rima Kagdi for example. So
Mhm.
if someone who is just someone new in the industry, someone who doesn't really have that much contacts, is it feasible for them or you need to build it slowly over time?
Like a festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes time.
Hmm.
So, of course, we were fortunate to have friends and, who supported us. But at the same time, I think also I come from that background of media communications, marketing. So it helped to put together the festival. I already had a team in place who could help us in the initial couple of years. And, but yes, of course, I would not deny the struggles and challenges because, first couple of years, it's always out of pure joy and excitement that we organize and create the festival. After that, what happens is then the pressure builds because then there's expectations from the audience, from the community that it's going to continue. The film festival has to continue. So I think, yeah. So I think after that, till the ninth edition, I think it's always been a lot of work. We start at least 5-6 months ahead of the festival, which is also actually lesser time. We need to run through the year sometimes to make sure the planning and the curation goes on, the research goes on to get the best of the movies and the guests, they get the best of the speakers and guests for the festival. But having said that, yes, there is a lot of challenge putting together, getting funds for the festival, getting the right guests for the festival, making sure we have curate the best of movie experiences, and then those 4 days of the festival, it's so hectic. I mean,
But also
the
very fulfilling.
very fulfilling as well. Yes, just for those 4 days, we have like so many people working around
Like
the
four
clock.
days of Durga Puja.
Exactly. It's like almost feels like we have finished a big,
Festival. It is a
yeah,
festival.
yes, almost like a marriage is done again.
Yeah.
So yeah, so those 4 days are full of excitement, a lot of hard work. But behind the scenes, there's my team working, there's core team working, there's advisors helping us. So we have been blessed to have several people supporting this festival. The planning curation also takes time. But I think since we have completed 9 editions, the word has got around, and people across the country are now looking forward to the festival. Earlier, we used to have audience and delegates only from the Northeast, right? But
Mm-hmm.
now we have people traveling from across the country also coming to, be part of the festival.
Yeah.
Uh, and so it's very nice. Whether it's like the IFI or the Mummy, people have started coming to the Northeast because of BVFF.
Mm-hmm.
And besides that, of course, we have a competition section which is open to all feature films, short films, and documentary filmmakers from across the country. So till the eighth edition, we were mostly limited to Indian movies. But since last year, we have ventured out. We are also bringing international movies. Last year, we showed a couple of French movies. This year, we are in talks with a lot of other embassies so that we will have many more international movies added as well. The venue will also be bigger. We'll have like 4 to 5 different screens parallelly going on, besides workshops and master classes,
Mm-hmm.
where we will have Indian cinema, international cinema. There is, and the festive, it's a film studio where we host the festival. So the ambience, the environment is very beautiful. It's very green, so people love that experience. It's not just within the halls or the auditoriums, but even the outside. There are
Mm-hmm.
stalls, there are food pieces. So there's plenty of activities for people to come and hang around the whole day besides watching movies.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I mean, you should come visit us
Yeah,
once.
yeah, I'll definitely
Yeah, you
try.
should.
So it's happening in December this year, right?
4th, 5th, 6th,
Fourth.
7th December. Yes,
Okay.
that and this is going to be our 10th edition, so it's a milestone for us.
Nice. Congratulations on it. And
Thank you so
also, I think, how if you have these kind of things in different parts of the country, it's also motivation for people to travel and experience
much.
different locations. Like, people love going to Himachal Pradesh. There's a Dharamshala Film Festival, and in Kerala, people go for the IFFK. So all these things are there, obviously. Because I relate with this because although I'm not a film, I belong from academia, so I am a physicist by profession. So
Wow.
so
How did you
live
get
for
into films? And
so this is my hobby. It's not
oh,
something I'm doing full time, but it's a very passionate
Paige
hobby.
is doing wonderful. I follow it and
Thank you. But yeah, it's the same for us because we love to go to conferences, not just to present our work or attend other talks, but also to travel. And it's a good excuse, especially if you're getting reimbursed by your institute.
yes.
So yeah, so if you have the funding and everything, it's
Yeah.
also good motivation too.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
I
So yeah, like
actually haven't
he
been to the
said,
Northeast yet. I
oh,
haven't
you
been
have not?
to any.
Okay,
No,
then
no.
you must come.
So
BFF is the right time to come. So you
bucket
can
list.
attend the festival and then travel around a bit,
Yeah, yeah.
see the Northeast, and then yeah, go back. Yes.
Nice weather also that time, I guess, in the weather.
Yes, it's beautiful weather. It's not very cold, so it's good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, because we were speaking about recognition, right? So, do you think, obviously, we know that now even non-Hindi films are getting a lot of exposure due to OTT platforms, and especially after COVID, this whole bloom has taken where people are enjoying watching South Indian films, even if there are no dubbed versions, which previously, it was a problem for people to follow subtitles, and people have not now got used to it. So, do you see the same things slowly happening for Assamese films or Manipuri films? Or so Assamese is already getting there. I can see it happening, but it has to be accessible. Now you're
Mhm.
screening something in a film festival. It's obviously accessible to people who are going there. But if you want like a wa- wide release all over the country, then I think there are still some challenges, right? Like I don't think it's
Yeah,
that
from that,
common
but
to
I
go
think,
on OTT.
yes, yeah. For the longest time, of course, it was mostly film festivals who were showing, this alternate cinema. However, now I think with the OTT,
Hmm.
there's a lot of the regional movies getting space there and recognition. So I think that, so people who want to go beyond seeing mainstream cinema, want to get a flavor of regional cinema, independent cinema. So I think OTT film festivals, there is a lot of scope. And yeah, so I think considering the budgets that these movies are made out of, I think it helps them to at least um, make sure that they cover their cost by being on OTT and other mediums.
Yeah.
But having said that, I think a lot of even a lot of screens have nowadays multiplexes and all do mini screenings for some, interesting, meaningful cinema as well. So that happens.
Hmm.
And yeah, so I think, but yes, definitely, our goal is that through BVFF we get movie buffs and film critics and people who appreciate good cinema to travel to Northeast, come and experience that cinema. Also, it's an opportunity for people to get hang out one on one with the filmmakers directly, right?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Because a lot of the filmmakers are there while presenting their movies, they're interacting with the audience.
Yeah.
So that's like, especially for media and film students. So that's a brilliant opportunity.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
last year, in fact, the other what we had was the Amazon Prime pitch. So this was the first time that something like this happened in Northeast.
Hmm.
So we were able to get Amazon to come to BVFF, and they heard a lot of pitches from different filmmakers. So, and something like this had never happened. So it was an amazing opportunity for people right in their hometown, very close to their home, to get an opportunity like this and get access to Amazon. So
Hmm.
we're hoping that, we'll be able to bring more OTTs to come to BVFF and strike collaborations and
Hmm.
strike for these kind of movies as well.
Yeah, that's a great initiative, because I think a lot of people, even after their films have screened in multiple festivals, they have to kind of go around from place to place trying to get a OTT release. But if it's like, uh, campus placement kind of thing, if that ends up happening, it's pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
Yes,
Yeah, I hope you get
opportunity
more.
for the OTTs also to, get a curated selection of movies and get access to
Hmm.
that. Yeah,
And they should be open to it, because many a times I feel like there are many good movies floating around and they are not able to pick up, like, due to
yeah,
whatever reason.
yes,
And
yeah,
people are dying to watch these movies which have been to festivals, but they are not available unless you manage to get in touch with the filmmakers and then ask for a screener or something like that.
correct. Yes, I
Yeah.
think it's mostly the issue of access to these OTT.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes,
that's true. So,
yeah, and I think we have been very fortunate that Amazon actually collaborated with us.
Yeah, I mean, this thing should happen more, and I hope other festivals also take the cue and start
Yeah,
doing something like this. Because there are indeed many festivals happening in India all the time. Like, I won't say throughout the year, but at least from October, November onwards, that's the festival season, right?
100%. Yes, with
Festival season in terms of festival also, and film festival also.
yes, yes, all events. I think that's the
Yeah,
that's the time when the weather is better and
exactly.
people.
Otherwise, yeah, that's true. Yeah. But do you think, like, how um the word of mouth thing has become much better with social media, like, because you said you are following me on Instagram, and you kind of get to know what kind of films I'm watching and what I'm talking about. And do you think this whole ecosystem has helped push other films, or is it like, because going beyond the mainstream means you have to be in that space, because mainstream is right in front of your eyes, you know
Mhm.
so what other ways do you think uh, people can help, or people have helped push non-mainstream cinema?
No, I think you're right. Absolutely. Like, people like you running pages like Gangs of Sinepur and all. So it's brilliant because it gives the opportunity for people to know. First, it is to become aware that there
Exactly.
is a
Then
there is
people can
a
choose
yeah,
what they
good
want.
film
Yeah.
out there. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And otherwise, before earlier with only traditional cinema, traditional media, so you get only to hear only what is getting presented. Now there are so many content creators giving their reviews, giving their opinion on different kinds of cinema.
Mm.
So I think it gives more choices, options to audience and movie buffs. Yes,
Mm.
yeah. So I think social media has only helped.
Great. But there's also sometimes there's a lot of unwarranted discourse also. I don't know, but more, I would like to see it more as a good thing.
Yeah, even I like to believe that it's
Believe in the good. Yeah.
positive. Yeah.
Yeah. But so, like you said, there have been many big names associated with the film festival. Like, you named Rima Kagdi, Zoya Akhtar, and I think Imtiaz Ali was also there at some
Yeah,
point.
yeah, we have all the big names, from Bombay have come. There's Imtiaz Ali, there's Raju Hirani, there's
Mm-hmm.
Prakash Jha, Vishal Bharadwaj, Shakun Batra,
Mm-hmm.
Krishna DK, who's become a
Mm-hmm.
OTT
From
sensation.
Rajan DK, yeah.
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 So you name it. I think we have all the big filmmakers have come and visited, and they've thoroughly enjoyed the experience of,
Mm-hmm.
being there, catching some movies. But I think the main thing is being able to engage with the young filmmakers and the aspiring filmmakers from the region. And they are also very delighted because they get that opportunity to have that close access.
Hmm.
And the master classes, some of the master classes are so brilliant and meaningful, and it's almost like, it's like give back time for these big filmmakers to come and encourage and motivate local filmmakers.
Mm-hmm. So, what kind of master classes do you have? Like, do you generally talk about the body of work of the filmmakers who are, being interviewed, or is it,
Yes,
do
of
you
course.
also have workshops on screenwriting and these kind of things?
Yes, I mean, depends. So, example, when last year Tigmanshu Dhulia came, he of course talked about his whole body of work, and there were so many questions about his different movies. But then we also have like people like script writers. We had Sneha Desai, who wrote the script for Lapata Ladies.
Mm-hmm.
She had an engagement. Then we had Shreya Dev Dubey, who's a cinematographer. So she talks about cinematography. So, so end to end, um, different aspects of filmmaking
Hmm.
or film appreciation. So we have also collaborated with FTII, where they come to give quick sessions on filmmaking courses. And the delegates, I think, so delegates, like I said, mostly are from the Northeast region, but now we have delegate registrations from different parts of the country as well.
Hmm.
And these delegates get full access to these master classes, workshops, and one-to-one interactions with renowned filmmakers and film personalities.
Okay. Yeah. Um, so do you think having these big names associated with the festival has really helped it gain more recognition, and how do you think their presence has supported the festival?
I think absolutely, because first of all, it just gives more credibility to the festival. That so and so have chosen to come and be part of PVFF, and then the experiences and then the word of mouth from them,
Hmm.
and then goes around, and then more people are willing to come, and so yes, it has definitely helped us go from a 2-day festival in Guwahati to a 4-day festival who's about to
Hmm.
celebrate their 10th edition. So we are very grateful to all the people who have chosen to accept our invites and graciously given their time. Some filmmakers like Prakash Jha have come twice to the festival, and they would hang around for 3-4 days, and thoroughly enjoy the experiences, and we are very grateful for that.
Okay, I hope it grows bigger and bigger with time as it rightly deserves.
Yes.
And so you have already started up accepting applications, or the deadline is over, or what is the situation now?
No, so we have started the application process. The deadline for the early birds are over. So
Okay.
usually it's a discounted registration fees
Mhm.
for film submissions, but we have our regular deadline still open, and then there is a late deadline as well. So there is plenty of time till
Hmm.
October for people to
Okay.
submit their
Great. So I mean,
films.
then I will also spread the word, obviously.
Yes, yes, you must.
Yeah. Uh,
We,
but
we really hope to get like a lot of good movies, and so that,
hmm, hmm.
curate the best of the films.
Yeah.
I also forgot to mention Adil Hussain and
Hmm.
Ronnie Lashley and Leena Yadav, who are advisors to the festival, have also contributed a lot to the growth of the festival as well.
Okay. Okay. Great. So what is it that you're doing this year that would be, bigger and better, because it's the 10th edition, like you said, right? This year. Yeah.
Yes.
Anything special, or it's still a secret that
Um,
you'll reveal later?
Yes, I mean, of course, we continue to have a lot of film screenings, workshops, master classes. We are adding a lot of international movies. There'll be a lot of, there will be at least 2, 3 embassy tie-ups.
Okay.
So, people who appreciate world cinema
Hmm.
also
Hmm.
get that added. Then there will be, of course, a lot of, different experiences. We have like cultural experiences,
Hmm.
cultural performances, different kinds of stalls around the festival, So yeah, so I think rather than saying it's bigger, I think the experiences will be more deeper
Hmm.
for people to have, good connections.
That's what matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are there any films from previous editions that really touched you, or you would like to recommend, or filmmakers you would, like people to get to know about? And
Yes, I think a couple of names that come to my mind is forgetting the name. The Man Who Speaks Nature by
okay,
Tritiman Kakoti. He
okay.
made a brilliant short movie. Then there's Langdai Amma
Hmm.
by Binu Ranjan Oinam, who won the Best Director Award last year. Then we also have Chabila from Anil Bhalero. So there are a lot of brilliant movies in the last few editions that we have screened, and that people should try to catch it somewhere on OTT. Then of course Rima Das screened her Village Rockstars 2 last year. Then we had Kenny Basumutari's film as well. So that is from all from the Northeast. But having said that, we also had movies like Bali by Manoj Shinde, who's a Marathi filmmaker. Then we had Angamal from the South. We had Mithya. So yeah, so there's so many brilliant movies that have come.
Hmm. I hope all these are eventually available for everyone to watch. That is the main thing that we have been talking about also
Yeah.
previously.
We also had All We Imagine as Light last year.
Mm. Yeah, yeah,
And
I saw that
that
as
was,
well.
oh my God, that was more than houseful. Like people,
I can
in fact,
imagine.
sitting on the steps and floor to just watch the movie.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So that's what I'm thinking, that it's heartwarming that how, there these indie films and non-mainstream films are breaking all the barriers and
mhm,
actually, sprouting like flowers and
yeah.
reaching people, because that is very important. And people really, those who are not very much into films, they also eventually get to talking about these kind of films. I've seen that happening in recent times.
Mhm.
And it's not just about blockbusters and packed theaters. It's about a deeper connection with cinema, which thanks to many film festivals like yours also, that has happened.
Yes.
So yeah, that was more or less what I had to ask. But obviously, now I would, give you the stage to talk about whatever I have not covered, whatever you want to say, and you can go on as long as you like. Uh,
Okay.
and any message for filmmakers, for festival enthusiasts, for people who want to create their own festival, whatever experience you have had, you can share with us.
Sure. Yeah, I think all I would love to say is that we welcome everyone from to come and visit BVFF because they have to be at BVFF to experience the magic that we create. It's more than a festival. It's a celebration. It's a connection. It's heartfelt. Once you come here and experience that.
Okay.
Yeah, so we like to call ourselves the cradle of meaningful cinema.
Yeah, definitely you are. And I would definitely visit, if not
You
this year,
must, you
then
must,
next
Asha.
year,
Yeah, yeah.
whenever.
No, you
whenever.
must. Please block your dates right now itself. You must. We have a lot of media students and film students who are
Hmm,
part of the festival. So the energy and enthusiasm that they bring is amazing.
hmm, hmm,
And also, as part of the cultural experience, like I said, we already have cultural performances, and we also make sure that we serve Assamese food
hmm.
throughout the festival,
That
so
sounds.
that people who are visiting from outside get that
Hmm,
flavor of
hmm,
northeast of Assam,
hmm, hmm. Great.
Brahmaputra Valley.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay, I think that's good enough
More or
motivation
less.
for people to, you
Yes.
get great location, great food, great
Yes.
ambience, great films, great people, and overall great way to network also for people who are
Yes.
looking to join the
Yeah,
industry.
because we're intimate, we're boutique. So there's a lot of opportunities for people to actually just catch hold of, oh, these big filmmakers are
Mm,
here. Let me just catch, have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee with them. So it's
mm,
amazing. So that way, we don't have
yeah.
so much of other hassles.
Before I stop recording, I want to thank you once again for, spending your Saturday afternoon talking to me for you could have been doing other things, obviously, but
Thank you, Basundara. It's been absolute joy and pleasure
yeah.
to chat with you.
Yeah,
And
and we hope to
to
stay
see
in
you in
touch.
person soon at the festival.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.